Let's be real. Nothing breaks you like realizing you were just the placeholder. You weren't the one they dreamed of. You weren't there forever. You were just there, filling a space, meeting their needs, loving them while they silently hoped for someone else to come along. And the worst part, they probably didn't even say it out loud, but you felt it. In the way they didn't look at you, in the way they never fully showed up, in the way they made you feel like you were always reaching harder, trying more, doing too much, when all you really wanted was to be chosen, fully, loudly, without hesitation. Being the placeholder does something to you. It chips away at your self-worth. It makes you question your value. It teaches you to settle for breadcrumbs and call it a meal. Because, deep down, you started to believe that maybe love just isn't something you get to have in full. But let me say this clearly. You were not the problem. You were just with someone who didn't know how to see you. Or worse, they saw you and still decided you weren't it. And that stings, it burns, because you gave them real parts of you. You bent, you compromised, you stayed through the confusion, you tolerated the mixed signals, you ignored the red flags because you believed that maybe if you loved them enough, they would finally choose you back. But love doesn't work like that. No amount of loyalty can force someone to see your worth. No amount of patience can make someone ready. No amount of sacrifice can build a future with someone whose heart is still in the past. And here's the truth no one tells you. You can be everything someone says they want, kind, loyal, supportive, beautiful, and still not be the one for them, because they were never meant to be the one for you. So now you're left with the pieces, the silence, the confusion, the ache of having been enough to keep around, but never enough to keep for good. That doesn't mean you're broken, that doesn't mean you're unlovable. It means you loved someone who didn't love you fully, and that's on them, not you. Healing from this kind of pain takes time. It takes unlearning the lie that you were only ever temporary. It takes teaching yourself that love isn't earned by overextending yourself. It's received by someone who's ready and worthy of the kind of love you give. So how do you heal? You stop romanticizing the version of them you created in your head. You stop replaying the almosts and what-ifs. You stop waiting for closure from someone who never even gave you clarity. You sit with the pain, you journal through the tears, you cry when it hits you randomly at 2 a.m, and then slowly you start choosing yourself again. You start noticing the little things you stopped doing. You start laughing without guilt. You start flirting with your peace. You start rebuilding the version of you that existed before they convinced you to shrink. And no, this healing won't be linear. Some days you'll feel strong. Other days you'll stalk their socials and spiral all over again. That's okay. That's part of it. Just don't unpack and live there. Because one day someone will show up and make you realize why it never worked with anyone else. They won't need to be convinced. They won't make you prove your worth. They'll see you and choose you effortlessly, daily, loudly. But until then, your job is to become so full of love for yourself that the next time someone sees you as a placeholder, you show them the exit. Say it out loud. I am not a backup plan. I am not a stepping stone. I am not someone's emotional training ground. I am the destination. And if they couldn't see that, they were never meant to stay.